at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
Stop! Don't touch me there! This is my no-no square! Stop! Don't touch me there! This is my no-no square!
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Now let me see you drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor then. Now lean.
Gravy make a splash. pimpin'. Shit, that's nothing. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
Hey man, just wanna let you know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up.
I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up.
I remember when I lost my mind. Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you live from dystopia. My God, they're slaughtering wild horses. What in the fuck for? Why? They're screwing ranchers. And this is the best one. Got to thinking about this earlier, and there's the law enforcement, of course, they're in support of the flock camera systems, right? Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I hope to do our jobs because we're dumber than a fucking rusty hammer. And so we need all the help we can get. You dumbass motherfuckers, do you not realize that you are advocating for your own replacement? In other words, you're going to be replaced by a robot, pig. Jesus. Now, if you don't need any more proof that these people are dumber and shit, there it is right there. No, I want someone else to have to do my job so I won't have a job anymore because this is the only thing I know how to do is be violent. Stupid fucking people. God damn. They're even, be careful in your area if there's community pages and shit like that, you know, with your town name and whatever like that. Some of those are actually set up and operated by the local tyrants. Okay. So they can get a bead on who's doing what. Okay. And proof of that is there was a post in one of ours about about being harassed. They've lived here since like 1993 and they've seen this corruption going down and how people get harassed by police and whatnot. And they shared their story and everything. And I told them that, hey, file a complaint, but not with just the sheriff's office. No, they're bonded. Okay. Find out who their bonding agent is and send the complaint to them as well. Now, here's what happens. If enough people do that because of this bullshit that they do, guess what happens? The bonding agent, there's Fabio coming in. The bonding agent will not hold their bond anymore. They're a risk. It's just kind of like insurance, you see? And so then they'll either have to pay a higher premium or not be bonded at all. And then they can't work. Okay. There are more ways. Anyway, I put a post up about that as a reply. As of the last time I checked, it's been pending approval now for 20 hours. Yeah. Why? Why? Because it's run by Leo. That's why. See, I know how to draw these fucking people out, man. It's not hard. I think it's What's Up Page County is the name of the page. Anyway, yeah, if you ever get a chance, there's a book out there called Corrupt County Page. And just, whoa, this is about some shit that was going on back in the 90s and the early 2000s. And let me tell you something, man, this has got shit involving the New York Mafia and all kinds of shit involved in it. And this little po don't count. This is how they operate, see? Oh, Lord, am I froze up again? Okay, we're back. We're not fully rebooted though, so we might get a freeze up for a second. My VPN kicks in. Maybe not. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, here it goes. Jesus Christ. Always when you're talking about the important they do have a stingray system here too. Now let me see. Am I froze up on YouTube? Am I? Let me see. Live. Refresh. Okay, I'm back. Good. Damn. No, yeah, okay. Wow. Ain't that some shit? No, right as soon as I was to tell you that our sheriff's department has a what they call a stingray system, and it's basically a fake cell tower, and it'll absorb the signals of nearby phones and shit, and they can track them and do all that shit. Listen, this license plate reader shit is nothing new. Okay, if y'all watch the video from Brian Young's High Impact Flicks from 6 years ago, I posted it in my community. We'll show it again tonight on here. That's what they tried to. That's what they were using on me when I was going through Arizona. And they were real secretive about it, but not too secretive, because once I was down there to the state police shed, or the Arizona Department of Public Safety, when I was down there at their little shed or their office or whatever the fuck, I seen these guys with laptops on a table, and they were tracking and fucking conspiring to pull people over in real time. It's in my discovery. I'm going to show it to Ryan. Me and him were talking about some shit. Now, there's some crazy stuff. There's this character, I don't know if you've ever seen him, this guy named Andrew Johnson. He always has to say some kind of stupid shit. He says, well, then why did you plead down to that? Motherfucker. Do you know how much a lawyer costs? I had a lawyer. Do you know how much they cost? Do you know how much money they stole from me? Do you know how much it costs to go from Arizona or from Virginia to Arizona? Only to have them postpone something because the prosecutor had a pimple on his dick? That's how they club you down, is financially, man. What the fuck? They threaten you with 18 years for one charge, or if you plead down to this, then we'll just give you 3 years probation. Well, am I going to keep hauling back and forth to fucking Arizona and paying this fucking lawyer? Or what? You already see it's corrupt. Hell, I went to get Discovery. I contacted them. I said, send me the dash cam video. And they fucked around with that, and they finally sent it. And guess what I got? I got a CD that was snapped in half. Do you know how much force it takes to snap a CD in half or a DVD in half? It didn't just randomly happen in a bubble wrap thing in the mail. So I contacted them. They sent another copy after fighting with them, right? What did they send me? This fucking thing was redacted down to where it looked like letterbox, like Panavision. They cut the top and the bottom off. No dash cam records that way. So you can't see him coercing the dog. You can't see nothing. You can't see nothing. But Andrew Johnson says, well, you could go ahead and lose that. Dude, that's a separate case. That's a separate case. You could fight those charges and still be found not guilty, and you still don't get your fucking money back. Learn how civil asset forfeiture works, you Nimrod Andrew Johnson. Okay? Just shut the fuck up, you know? Yes. Arizona is fucked up. Extremely fucked up. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Whoop, that's not the right one. All right, let me go to. And then, yeah, this is, and as it came about, it was well, let's see, that was in March. So Brian did this interview. What was that, January? So about 10 months, 11 months after, you know? So yeah, Texas is too. Look, all of them are fucked up. Okay, all of them are fucked up. Okay, you got low IQ, low brained fucking retards that think they're in some kind of a club. They don't understand their goddamn job. They don't know the fucking law. And they rely 99% on you being intimidated by their little fucking costume. That's just the reality. How you doing, Cubby? We're not gonna be on real late tonight, probably a couple hours here. But
what are you crying about?
Oh, everything and whoever will listen.
I'm just kidding. No, I just got home. I was looking at a truck, and yeah, that's good. You're not gonna be on too long because I'm kind of tired. So,
oh man,
they worked everybody.
They worked the turd out of me this morning. God,
yeah,
we had to demo a deck, and we got it. We got the new deck boards and shit all on, except for what was fucked up from the lumber package that we got. I would love to get my hands or be a supervisor over order fillers in a lumber yard. Because then I'd say, did you check those fucking things for flaws? Oh, you didn't? You better take it all off and check it all for flaws, because I'm not going to have somebody call me up and say, oh, the ends of these deck boards were split and there's 5 or 6 of them. So now you need to credit me that and bring me 6 more.
Yeah, I know.
You know, what kind of a waste of time is that? Now we've got like 4 planks, 5 planks left to put on there, and we got to wait on the lumber company. Now, whether that's going to be back or not tomorrow, I have no idea. Wait a second. Did I get a message?
Yeah, every time I go to the lumber yard to pick up lumber, it's like you got to sit there and pick through it and pick through it and pick through it to find any decent boards, you know?
Yeah, we're back at, yeah, I know.
By the time you find a couple, you know, you've already spent half your day there. And then on top of it, it's like, you know, they weren't even that great either, you know, the ones you got. But I don't know, just the quality of everything. You ever heard of the Uneducated Economist? He's a YouTuber.
It sounds familiar. Yeah, it sounds familiar.
He does orders for lumber. He talks about a lot of that stuff. He's interesting to listen to from time to time, but that's what he does. He does lumber orders and research, what do you call it, inventory and stuff like that for lumber companies. So, but he's interesting to listen to about stuff like that.
I'll have to check it out. Was he called again?
The Uneducated Economist. I'll look for it. I'll drop a link.
All right. Let me see. And this was in there. Then I can bring this up here. And yeah, this is the oh, god damn it, I did that again. All right. It was funny because we were at the it's called Lobby Day in Richmond. And it's a day that the citizens of Virginia, are allowed to go on to the Capitol and address any of the newly elected delegates or the governor or what have you. And it has always been, you could go armed. There was no law against carrying guns on Capitol grounds. None until that year. That's when we got Northam. That was in 2020. That's when we got Northam, and they said that was absolutely prohibited. So what do you think happened? About 30,000 fucking Virginians showed up all around the Capitol, armed to the teeth like a fucking militia.
Yeah, I bet.
It was fucking crazy. So me and my friend were walking along, and my friend pokes me and he says, "Hey man, isn't that guy over there that you watch on YouTube all the time?" And I looked over there and I was like, "No, wait a minute, that is." I said, "That's Brian Young." So I went over to him and I says, "You're Brian from the High Impact Flicks, right?" And he says, "Yeah, hey, how you doing?" I didn't have a channel or nothing at that time. And we started talking, and he had been talking about civil asset forfeiture. And I told him, I said, "I'm a victim of that same fucking thing right there." And so I told him the story, and he interviewed me, on camera. Now, I had never seen the video because I don't know, it just never popped up in my feed or whatever else like that, or I wasn't watching YouTube when it came out. And then the other night after a show, in the comments, Renee Bernays had found that link. And I was like, oh shit, cool. Put that in, you know. So she put it in the comments, and I grabbed it. Thank you, Renee. And I put it up on a community post for everybody to see. I don't know if you'd seen it or not, but
yeah, you sent it to me. I watched it.
That's some crazy shit, man, that they do. And just to let people know, dude, they were using automatic license plate readers.
Yeah, I know, back then.
2019. 2019 at least. And I'm not shitting you. I saw these fucking cops with these laptops on a table, and there was about 3 or 4 of them around it, and said, oh, there's that one truck with the dual tank. Let's see if we can get so-and-so to pull him over up near mile marker such and such. Say he's got a tail light out. And that was the kind of shit they were doing, just making up excuses to pull people over. I mean, they pulled me over for doing 79 in a 75 mile an hour zone. I was only doing 4 mile an hour over the speed limit. And the funny thing is, from my dash cam, right? Before I get pulled over, you can see traffic passing me. Okay. And I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Yeah. And then he was one of those want to come up there and do all the chit chat and all that bullshit, like he's your friend and all that, you know. Fuck them people, man.
Just collecting information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that interesting how YouTube algorithms work? It's like, you know, you can have a video of yourself on somebody else's channel that you are subscribed to and like and watch. Never come across that, but they'll send you Glover channels all day long. Weird.
Oh my God.
You know?
Well, I ran a little experiment on Glovers. I put a post out in one of those flat earth groups that said, Globers never have any empirical proofs or evidences for the globe. They only have mockery and attempts at a reversal fallacy. Honey, the comments did not disappoint.
I bet.
All it was, well, show us your map. I said, see above post.
Right. I was about to say that.
See a bit above post. Well, let me ask you a question. No, it is not necessary for you to ask me a goddamn thing in order for you to prove your positive claim. Now go or shut up. You know, where's your map? Oh, I don't know. I'm not a cartographer, man. I'm relegated to using the same fucking maps you are that are provided by the system. Which map do you use?
That's how you know it's either a bot response or you never read the original post or comment to begin with before you responded to me. So it's, exactly. That's perfect. You know, look at the post, you know, prior to what I put up earlier.
He says, you know, you can just Google it. It was on gravity. He says,
wonderful.
Google it. And I says, that's not proof of gravity. And you can take your Google and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, that's your trusted source, not mine.
I don't care about your appeal to authority or what fucking Google told you. Google will tell you that men can get pregnant, for Christ's sake.
Right. Yeah, it just capitulates to whatever biases you have or want it to have.
What's that? These cops are actually advocating for their own fucking replacement.
Everybody is when you think of it, but I mean, just a matter of time as to which, you know, which job you work at, how fast or slow it'll come.
Well, it's like I've said, don't help the fucking robots, man. Right. Don't help them. Don't even use the goddamn self-checkout. You know, I mean, don't help the robots. I'm wary about using a goddamn vending machine just because, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, that's how they get you on everything is convenience, self-checkout, cell phone, social media, everything's they hit you with the convenience and then you get stuck in it from there.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the You know,
Where's that?
instant
Let's see if I can
gratification
find
part
that.
of it. It's like, oh yeah, all right, I'm only going to use this one time, and then 2 times, then 3 times. Then next thing you know, it's in your, your repertoire every time you go do something.
I thought I just pulled that in. Okay. Well, then I'll do this. Wait.
Yeah, it's wild. That can you just imagine? I was talking about someone, this to someone. Not that I'm the first one to ever say this or the last, but if we just all stayed home for a day, didn't pay
Yeah.
taxes, didn't buy gas, didn't buy products, just for one whole day. I'm talking worldwide.
Yeah.
You know what kind of message that would send. And the funny thing is, no matter which side, when you're talking to anyone, no matter what they believe in or what they don't believe in, what their beliefs are. It's like we all agree. It's like, does anybody want to pay taxes? No. So why do we? Does anybody want to go to work?
Right.
No. I mean, I know work's necessary. I get that. But you know what I'm saying? Like we all agree on these simple things, yet none of us can get together and actually do them. That's how uh, people that are stuck within the system, how they kind of ruin it for the rest of us.
Oops, wait. Damn it.
Hell, guys.
There you go. I thought this was really good. Flock safety tunnel vision.
That whole thing is
Right
just
there.
turning out to be a gigantic bait and switch. But anyway.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be Flock, it's gonna be Axon and
or whatever.
Ubiquia. These people Ubiquia started getting some heat. Now if you try to go to their website, it says site maintenance. You can't access it no more. But anyway, this is how this goes right here. Flock safety. All they see is, but it catches criminals. It ignores normalized mass surveillance, mass location tracking, zero public oversight, illegal cross-agency data sharing, police database abuse, warrantless searches, public-private surveillance infrastructure, nationwide vehicle database, lockdown enforcement tech, searchable location histories, and automated police flagging. They're not looking at that. They're just, oh, look, here's a guy got caught because he got caught on camera. Flock good. You fucking retarded people, man. I swear to God. I swear to God. Well, I thought I'd show this video for those that hadn't seen it in the community post or seen it on Brian's channel. Brian had lost his high impact flicks channel.
Yeah.
During the COVID shit. It got took down. And then for some mysterious reason, it was just given back to him.
Yeah, I have my theories on why that is. Not just his, but all the people that got their channels back.
Why do you think?
I think at some point down the road, albeit 2030 or whatever, I think that everything that we're doing and saying now, they want on record, so that come the day they want to go back to the censorship again, they'll be like, oh, or even for your social credit scores or whatever, they'll be like, oh, so you were talking about how bad you were talking about pharmaceuticals and the jab or flock cameras or what, name your problem. But I think they're just trying to get everybody cornered. It's like, go ahead, you can have your channel back. Matter of fact, say whatever you want. And then when they come back with the censorship again, they'll be like, actually, not only are we going to censor you, now we're going to knock you for what you said.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm going to ride this for as long as the wheels stay on it, and I don't care. Put me on a fucking list. In fact, you know what? Put me as #1 fucking guy on the list. Do it. I don't care. I don't really fucking care.
Yeah.
There's only one that I got to answer to. There's only one that I got to answer to, and it ain't fucking you.
Right.
So, put it in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah. I mean,
Topless babes as cashiers. Peter W.'s got a way to get around the fucking self-checkout.
There you go. Hey, you go to Walmart, you might have that. I don't know about babes, but there might be topless cashiers.
Yeah, they might be. Yeah. Walmart might not fit into that, from what I've seen.
Yeah. Never know, I guess.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody normal looking working at that place. If I have, they weren't there very long, you know?
Yeah.
I can only imagine the break room's probably like a fucking haunted house or a mansion. You know what I'm saying?
Depends on what your definition of normal is.
That's like a woman, they had us. She was the only checkout open. It was one day was open 24 hours. It was the only one open. Man, she had a line. Couldn't even see her. She was short. And so we got up there finally and found out, oh, okay, well, she's just short. She was there the whole time, you know, she's just not real fast. And in fact, my buddy and I, we kind of nicknamed her Old Flash because of how fast she was. Anyway, we got up there and my buddy tells him, he goes, yes, what do you need? He goes, I need a pack of those Parliament regulars back there. Then when she went to move, we didn't know this. She apparently had something wrong with her legs and she had them crutch things that hook on your arms. And she kind of hobbled over there. Well, she's already short and the damn thing's up on a too high for her to reach. And so now we got to watch her try to get up a little step thing to get up there.
Oh boy.
And I started cracking up, not making fun of her or nothing like that. But I was thinking to myself, I wonder if she's ever seen the break room. It's all the way in the back of the fucking of the Walmart. You only get 15 minutes. Does she ever really make it there?
Yeah.
And be able to make it back in 15 minutes? You know, I could just sit here and think, you know, she's only can dream of what the break room is really like, you know, because she's never actually been there herself, you know.
You know, the funny thing is about that too. So we got a guy similar to that at the Walmart down the street from me. You know, the funny thing about that is I'll bet she is the same way. He's like the most dependable one they got, right? He's always there, always shows up to work. And you know, he's a little slow, but I'll mind you, but at the same time, like he gets the job done. You know, you got these other quote unquote capable people working there and they can't do nothing. It's like, hey, can you find this? It's like, hey Joe, do you know where such and such is? And then it's like they're looking on their phone. Well, I could have done that, you know, like
right. I remember years back, they had a rule that if a customer got within a certain proximity of you, you were supposed to ask them, can I help you with anything?
Right.
Right.
They trying to
now they run away from you. They run away from you. I had that problem. I was asking a kid in there. I says, where's your Venetian blinds at?
Yeah.
And I mean, this kid looked like he had sailboat fuel for brains in the first place. And he says, I think they're over that way, man. I was like, oh, okay, man. Thanks. God damn, man.
Yeah.
No such thing as professionalism whatsoever.
No, I was out the door.
I may be changing I have to change the schedule of this show a little bit here because I got an interview Wednesday and it might end up being third shift work, but I don't mind it. You know, it's it would be every day at least. You know, that's what I'm looking
Steady,
at. Yeah, because it's not working for a week or doing a job for 2 days and then 3 days go by and then there's you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's cool and shit, but we just ain't cutting the mustard, man.
Right.
You know, and I really like the guys I work with, but you know, come on. I got to do something a little different. So we'll see what happens with that. But if I don't like their terms, I just won't fucking do it. You know, it's people don't realize they're free to do that, but that's how that's going. You know, oh God, they're only going to give it. Well, you don't have to accept that, man. You know, you can just go somewhere else. Tell them, say, I'm sorry. I don't think this is for me. You know, thanks for your time. They don't know how to take it when you see the way you got to do that is I'm conducting an interview. You think you're conducting the interview. I'm conducting the interview because I'm figuring out whether you're some kind of a fucktard that I even want to work with. You know?
Yeah.
So that's
I've told this before I don't know if I did on here, but I've told other people a couple of times. I went to this interview one time and it was for It was back in the day. It was for like a mattress sales job or something stupid. But anyway, I went in for the interview, and the guy, he was, I don't know, around my age, a little bit younger or something. Doesn't matter. Anyway, doing the interview, and he's like, "When is it okay to tell a lie?" I was like, "When is it okay to tell a lie?" I'm like, "Is this a trick question?" First off. And he's like, "No." I was like, "When is it okay to tell a lie?" I was like, "Well, I mean, my answer is
Never.
gonna be never, but especially during an interview." But anyway, my answer is gonna be interview or never. And then I was like, "But if I have to give an answer, I suppose I can't even talk tonight. I suppose that my answer would be like a white lie." And he didn't know what that was. He's like, "Well, what's a white lie?" I'm like, "You don't know what a white lie is?" I was like, when you tell your kids that Santa Claus is real, or the Easter bunny, the tooth fairy. And he like couldn't fathom that I was telling. I was like, "You don't know what white lies are?" I was like, "Well, if that's, if that's gonna be your question, then that's gonna be my answer. And if you can't figure out my answer, then I don't even know if I even belong here." Honestly, like, it's
Yeah,
just,
exactly. Why are you asking me this?
yeah,
That's what I would do. I said, why are you asking me that? Why would you think that anybody would think it was okay to lie?
it was racist pushing.
You know? Yeah, that's what I say. He's a racist. He's a white lie, huh?
Bigot.
Yeah, we're not hiring you because you said white.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I only tell black lies. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I guess when he edited this video, he was still in a hotel in Richmond.
I love you, honey.
Tell that
It was
motherfucker
what?
back.
Oh, yeah, this video.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's watch it.
Is like this. As a matter of fact, one of the main reasons I even have this channel is so that I can do my part, my small part, to release and unleash freedom in the minds of the masses, so that things like what happened to this guy, his name's David, what happened to him doesn't happen to you, doesn't happen to your loved ones, doesn't happen to me or my loved ones, and we can live a more peaceful, liberty-oriented life. If you guys enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give them a thumbs up, and share them with everybody you know.
I'm with David, and he just told me a story that I want you guys to hear. And the reason I want you guys to hear it is because we always talk about civil asset forfeiture, but this guy was a victim of civil asset forfeiture. And Dave, go ahead and tell your story.
Well, I was traveling out to the western part of Nevada to buy a piece of land, and I was traveling through Kingman, Arizona on I-40 when I was pulled over by the state troopers.
About what year was this?
This was just March of this last year,
Okay.
2019.
Okay.
And he pulled me over to give me a warning for doing 79 and a 75, and then asked if he could search my vehicle. Of course, I told him no. He said, "Well, I'm going to run the dog around your car." I said, "All right." I was in a Toyota Tundra. He turned around, he got his dog out. He went around my truck for just one side of it for 11 seconds, pulled the dog's leash, and made the dog sit and said that was a positive hit. When he opened up the tailgate where the dog had showed a hit, there was nothing but 2 bungee cords inside. He then proceeded to continue searching my vehicle. He found my money and then placed me under detainment for suspicion of money laundering. So I'm like, how do you do this on pre-crime? What do you mean? I don't even know money laundering. What is that? You know, how does that even work? That's something in the movies. Anyway, he put me in his car and continued to search my vehicle. He was out there an exceptionally long amount of time. Still kept me under detainment and took me to the state police station, where I watched them conduct these operations right there. They were using a laptop and license plate readers on the highway, and they were directing different officers to pull over various vehicles due to their frequency of travel through the area and if they were out-of-state license plates. All, of course, going westbound in an attempt to stop drugs from coming from California. That really got me right there. So then I later find out that I'm under arrest for money laundering and possession of narcotics. The officer's report said that he found THC oil in my front seat, yet the dog never indicated any such thing. And then the officers back at the state police station, they were searching my vehicle even more. They said they found it, but there was no mention of any THC oil being found by the officer that put me under detainment, and I wasn't arrested or anything. So they ended up keeping my truck, $70,000 in cash, but their accounting is close to $14,000 short of the original amount of money that I had.
Because a law enforcement agent dipped into it before he turned it in.
Right. I mean, even in their own report says that the money was vacuum sealed and in a safe box. But in their photographs, none of them is the money sealed. It had been unsealed before it even got to the police station. So it's just another victim of that. I ended up pleading guilty to a charge of facilitating money laundering, and that kept me from doing a 18-year term in prison.
They were going to throw you into a cage for 18 years.
18 years.
Because you had your own money, traveling down the road peacefully, doing nothing wrong, committing no crime.
Right.
Guys, if that does not piss you off, nothing will. And if that doesn't wake America up, guys, this is an American that this happened to. A hardworking American with his own money, and they're going to label him as a criminal and steal his money, take his resources, and threaten him with throwing him into a cage for 18 years for doing nothing wrong. It should piss you off. It should piss everybody off. Thanks.
But on the brighter side of it, I got it pled down to where after my 3 years of probation is up, it turns into a misdemeanor. So, hey, I guess that was worth 70 grand in a $25,000 truck, huh?
Jeez, man. They kept your truck too?
Oh, yeah.
Did not give it back?
No.
Did you own it, or were you still
I
making
owned it. Fully owned it. The 2012 Toyota Tundra.
And people wonder, why are you against the government, Brian? This is the perfect example of why, because I'm sick of tyranny happening on American soil to American citizens who have done nothing wrong. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for your story.
I'm glad I met you.
Guys, here's a heavy dose of reality for you. The federal government's use of civil asset forfeiture has exploded in recent years, increasing by more than 1,000% between fiscal years 2001 and 2014. During that period, deposits into the forfeiture funds of the DOJ and the Treasury totaled nearly $29 billion. If you think that what happened to David can't happen to you, think again. If it hasn't happened to you yet, it's just a matter of time. The question is, are we going to continue to allow this insane level of tyranny to be foisted on our fellow Americans, or are we going to rise up, stand together, and end this nonsense? Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.
So yeah, man, that was you know, and the thing is too, like Andrew said, well, why did you plead it down like that? I said, look, dude, even if you win the trial, the money's a separate issue. You will never get it back. And if you do get money back, it's not going to be the amount they took.
No.
Okay. So already you've got money that they've stolen from you. Then you have to go through a trial, paying a lawyer for all this, not to mention traveling back and forth between Virginia, where I live, and Arizona. That's not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cheap.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? You know, you're caught between a rock and a hard place. What do? You know, take up residency in Arizona until they decide to quit fucking around, and you know.
Yeah,
dude,
it's like D-Man always says, the process is the punishment.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that happened. I want to say that happened, not exactly that, but a similar situation with Tommy Tell the Truth, where he got busted in Texas or something like that, and he had to, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't from there, so you know that's a big deal of having to go back and forth to another state that's hours away and all that crap. I think he finally took care of that, but either way, it's still a big pain in the ass.
Well, it's bullshit. It's straight up sanctioned theft.
Mm-hmm.
Like what Brian pointed out. Who's the victim?
Right.
What was that? Some kind of policy shit? Somebody wrote some dumb shit down on a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Up to and including the whole speeding thing. You know, that was just a fishing expedition. You know.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, that's yeah, when you say who's the victim, then they gotta come up. That's another thing they do similar to the Glovers. They gotta come up with these hypothetical victims. Well, it could have
Mhm.
been such and such and so and so. It's like, yeah, it could have been, but ifs and buts are candy and nuts, dude. So, don't
Right.
give me hypotheticals.
So you're yeah, I know, like that them people that cops that went into that woman's house,
Right.
grabbed her phone, used her face, held her still, and put her face in front of it to unlock it, and then rifled through it and went through it. Right. And the
Mhm.
other cops out there, there's a 5-year-old that could have gotten killed.
Yeah.
Okay. We could have been hit by an
Right.
airplane,
You can make anything up at that point.
Right. An asteroid could have smashed into the side of this place too, And
Mhm.
hey, let's not forget, being invaded by North Korea. That could happen too. What the fuck are we playing hypothetical bullshit?
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
But
That's
that's
why I
how
love the
yeah.
Pot Brothers. You ever see those guys, the lawyers, Pot Brothers?
Unless you showed it on here, probably not.
Oh, they're pretty good. They pretty
Oh.
short and succinct what they say.
Did you
Let me
catch
see.
Day Trooper's question?
No,
One
hang
second.
on.
Let
Let me
me
get this
look for it.
fixed up.
Yeah.
Day Trooper.
Here it is. Serious question, Sav. Is this the moment your cop hatred began? If so, I don't blame you. Unbelievable.
No, this was the time when my cop hatred went from hatred to retribution.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't fuck them all. Okay. And that's it right there. I fuck them all. I didn't like them much to begin with at all.
Mhm.
But now I go out of my way to fuck with them because I hate them. I fucking hate them. They're
Yeah.
all little child-minded shit birds. That's it.
Yeah.
They got the maturity level of a 12-year-old boy who's angry that he had to take the trash out.
Yeah.
That's basically what you got going on. And they think they're the greatest fucking thing in the world too, because they got their little shiny suit and their little shiny toys and all that fucking bullshit.
I definitely
sit there
never.
and I have joyful thoughts at times.
Yeah.
Like when I see them pulling over somebody and fucking with them and for no reason whatsoever. I'm like, this little fantasy in my head of, man, wouldn't that be cool if a fucking box panel van just rolled up next to it, blew the shit out of that cop and said, just go now.
Mhm.
Yes, I think that's my fantasy. I've a lot of people that know me hear me say that we need more of those memorial signs on the side of the highway, man. We need a hell of a lot more. We got bridges need to be named.
Yeah.
We need to get some candidates out there, babe.
Yeah. I know. I never really, not really. I never liked cops, but I kind of just didn't have any real opinions on them. But I'll tell you what, over the years, they've gotten worse and worse and worse. And now
Yeah.
it's at a pinnacle. It's like, I don't know. They're so
It's
bad now. It's almost hard to like even not have an opinion.
It's an exponential result that occurred from the memo from Homeland Security to focus hiring to this lower IQ level.
Yeah.
And focus on candidates who want to get out there and kick ass and that kind. People that say, hey, I want to protect and serve, or I would like to protect the community, that kind of thing. I could be a fair and just officer because of the Constitution. I know it quite well, blah, blah, blah. No, stay away from those fucking guys. We want the guys that they want to stomp heads and kick ass and shit, We're building a paramilitary force on American soil, and then they went full-fledged with that with the ICE.
Yeah. Well, you can't have smart cops. I mean, it's just like you can't have smart people. They're easy to control, when they're not.
They want order followers. They want order followers, and they're not hard to find. 71%, over 71% of people in America went ahead and took that experimental jab, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same with the military. It's like, oh, really, Cubby, weren't you in the military? Yeah, I was, and I was a dumb kid when I signed up,
Yep.
But over the years, I gained a little bit of knowledge here and there. I'm not saying I'm a genius or nothing, but I've learned some things. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, a lot more than you knew then, ain't it?
Right.
I mean, isn't it a very common phrase? God dang, if I'd have known then what I know now.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
hindsight is 2020. It's yeah, you know, it's these people who say, well, you were in the military, why are you so down on? Because it's a fucking joke. That's why. Why don't you listen to somebody who's actually got experience with this shit? You know, it ain't all shiny metals and all that bullshit. You'll spend most of your time working a fucking mop. Okay.
Yeah, you'll do things you thought you'd never do. It's like
Right.
on top of the things you thought you'd never do.
Yes. And then they
then you
want you
see
to
the
go and lay your
incompetence
life
around
down.
you. It's like, holy shit, what have I got myself into? I don't even know how to explain it. It's one of them things you got to be in, you know.
How many times have I thought to myself while we're on an alert, you know, we get totaled up for an alert and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this clusterfuck of dumbness.
Right.
And I'm sitting there thinking, man, if we're going to war, I'm going to lose these fucking idiots as quick as I can. I'm going to lose these. I stand a better chance on my own than I do with this clown show. I can tell you that now.
Yeah.
You know, because God, it's just like get you up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning for an alert. Everybody's in full TA-50 combat gear, draw weapons. You're down to the motor pool and sit there for 5 fucking hours before you even get on the road. Dude, you're dead already, okay?
Yeah.
You're dead already. Just forget it. It's over.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, there was a handful of like intelligent people I met in the military. I still got a couple buddies that were pretty smart dudes too, you know. But they had the same attitude as me by the end, you know. It was like, yeah, what are we doing here?
Yeah, this is not a place for smart people at all.
Yeah.
And you can see that the different military occupations, the MOSs, are like they're geared to certain IQ levels.
Oh,
too.
of course, infantry and medics and holy crap, the medics. But anyway,
well, like in my unit, in my platoon, we were called the high frequency platoon. We worked radio teletype, linear directional antennas, high frequency above AM, and you know, those are pretty smart people. Had a couple dumbasses, you know, that I don't even know how they got through signal school, but had a couple of dumbasses. But then you had the microwave guys, you know, they were pretty smart too. Now, headquarters platoon, which was, you know, S2 and S3 and all that supply and and that kind of shit. About 50-50. Most of them were, I'd have to say it was about 60-30 dumb to smart in that one. And then we had another platoon. It was called the cable dogs. Okay. Now these are guys that go out into the battlefield and run cable. Okay. That takes somebody really fucking gullible to do. You're going to go out there with a fucking spool of cable on your back and go from point A to point B and secure it and think you're going to live through that. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good, Skippy. Very good. I mean, this is how dumb they are. I had this guy came to my room. My roommate had a computer. This is back in the days when they had like the Tandy, you know, and you could play some video games. This was about 1984, 85. And this guy, he comes and knocks on the door. I open it up. He's from the Cable Dogs. He says, yo, Kane. He says, y'all got a computer in there, don't you? I says, yeah. He goes, well, I got this correspondence course I'm doing. He says, can I use that computer? And I said, well, what are you going to use it for? And he says, I want to ask these questions out of the correspondence course and get the answers for it. Okay, you just go right ahead in there and ask that fucking computer that's not hooked up to a goddamn thing. There was no internet yet or nothing, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead in there. You know, he's thinking it's like on Star Trek. Oh, computer, what is the analysis of? No.
Would you like to play a game? I know that's not how it goes, guys.
That was funny as shit. I told him, I said, yeah, come on in there. Go ahead and ask it. So he types in a question. He says, now what? And I says, hit enter. He says, okay. He says, now what? And I says, nothing, man. There's nothing coming. It's not going to answer you.
Well, it would have been funny if you had somebody else connected to it answering, you know, like stupid things back.
That would have been great.
Just playing.
The computer belonged to this kid. We called him Veg because this guy was like all the time like a vegetable, you know.
Yeah.
And not the cable guy, the guy that owned the computer, my roommate.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, this guy, he would sit there at the desk in the room listening to like death metal and fall asleep to it.
Mm.
I was like, how can you sleep listening to that fucking shit? You put in some death metal and he'd go right up. I'm like, man, this guy ain't right. Something wrong with
And
him.
narcolepsy or something.
I did know a guy with narcolepsy when I lived in Michigan, and it was kind of funny, but it was kind of sad in a way.
Hopefully you never let him drive.
No, I'd sit there talking. Be talking to him and shit, and then I'd turn my head and I'd turn back and look, and he's gone. That was it. He just fell asleep, and I'm just like, okay. And finally, he'd come out of it, and he's like, "What now?" And I'm like, "Oh my god,
that's wild."
Dude. But yeah, these are the Pop Brothers, and they got shorts on YouTube or on YouTube, Facebook. They're all over the place. They're both lawyers, and they don't fuck around. This is pretty good. Listen to this.
What's wrong with saying, I have nothing to hide? Nothing to hide and nothing to prove are two different things. The Fourth wasn't written only for people with something to hide. It was written to protect everyone from unreasonable governmental intrusion. Nothing to hide. Use your Fourth anyway.
Yep. Use your Fourth Amendment anyways. I don't answer questions. I'm not helping you in your investigation. I do not consent to any searches or seizures. Ball's in your court, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you got to run it. Here they are again. I got a couple of them. They're pretty good.
I wish there was this one lawyer company. They're from Monmouth, Illinois, I want to say. They had this hilarious commercial, but I've never been able to find it again. But anyhow.
These guys did?
No, it was somebody from around here. It was like some just rinky dink, like somebody filmed it on their phone type of commercial, but I don't know. I could never find it again, but it was so funny, man. I wish I could pull it up again. I don't even remember. It was something about like burying the bodies and stuff like that. I don't know. It was hilarious. And they were like chucking this body over into the creek and stuff. I don't know. It was funny.
Those homemade commercials are usually the best ones, man.
Yeah.
They're so funny. Like what's that one that guy does? It's just a parody of one. He does it. What's it? Somebody's big ass barbecue and foot massage. You ever seen that? He's with black guys. Come on down here and get yourself some of this barbecue and get a foot massage too. We got all 5 different kinds of sauces.
I think you played that on here.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. Anyway.
You played that, and I once said you played one about like a laundromat or something. Anyway, go ahead.
Can you ask for your lawyer at the side of the road on a vehicle stop? You can ask for your lawyer whenever you want. We suggest after you say, I invoke the Fifth. This doesn't mean a lawyer's coming out to you. It just means they're supposed to stop asking questions. Can you ask for your...
That's right. Now, that's a little different nowadays. Oh, look at there's some Globers freaking out on my post. On my experiment post about that they never have any facts. They only have reversal, fallacies, and mockery.
Mm-hmm.
And comments didn't disappoint, baby. I'll tell you.
These guys look like Mythbusters. Anyway.
They do. The guy does look like, what's that guy's name? Adam Crow?
I don't remember, yeah.
I think it's Adam Crow.
Judy's Pancakes is actually just up the road from me about a half hour.
Whose pancakes?
This person said, I like Judy. She has hilarious ads. It's that lady's pancake place. I'll find one and put one in the bag for you. But she's just actually up the road. I've been there before. She makes these hilarious. They're really stupid, but they're kind of funny.
What was that place we went to? Just outside of Vegas. I think it was called the Omelet House. And this place had omelets of every fucking kind you could imagine. Every kind. And I'll tell you what, that thing come out there about the size of a Nerf football with hash browns. I mean, if you finished it, you ate. That's for real. And then went to another place that has these breakfasts. I love little hole in the wall places. The only portion of bacon they serve is 1 pound. 1 pound of bacon. I mean, it's a pile. And a lot of big people in that place. What's going on, Lowry?
How are you guys?
What are you doing to
Not
your
too
hair?
shabby.
It just keeps growing out, and I just keep not stopping it. It just keeps going out of my head, and apparently it's just going to grow and more and more.
I've
Apparently,
been there before. Oh wait, I'm
You're
not.
starting to look like you're starting to kind of look like that Ruth Buzzy character on Laugh-In. Do you remember her?
No, but I can imagine it. Yeah,
Let me see
I don't
if
know.
I can. Let me see.
I
if
mean,
I, can find it.
I have 2 oceans around me, so I don't have to do the cutting of the hair anymore. Apparently, so like it just keeps going until Nico says, "Look, I'm going to trim it a little bit," but right now it's just coming out of my head and doing what hair does when it comes out of skulls, that sort of thing.
Let's see.
How are you guys doing, man?
Oh, fantastic.
Has anyone found any proof of curvature yet? Has anyone proved any sort of
there's no
still
such
isn't going? Yeah, it's
no such thing.
The
Here you
bubble
go.
where, yeah, go ahead.
I got it. Here you go. Let me switch to this tab here real quick.
You can't trust anybody these days. Boy, you can't trust anybody these days.
Now you just gotta get a hairnet.
Dude, I love that show. I love that show.
It's becoming so so obvious on the mainstream tip, like because I look at X, I look at all the mainstream like threads or whatever, and it's getting so obvious that nobody knows what to do with the topic of cosmology. They don't know what to do with it. They're so lost. They're trying to figure out new ways to talk about it. They can't. And then I'm watching like 21 to 23-year-olds who are trying to do their podcasts, and like make it entertaining for their little content followers or whoever they have. And it's funny, they just lose track of they drop the ball, basically. They drop the ball. And I keep watching. I'm like, you just keep dropping the ball. You have to eat this like 5 years from now.
Yeah.
And we got a Nico in here.
I'm just trying
talking
to.
shit again.
You always.
I can't hear anything you're saying, so I'm totally going to interrupt you. But I just want to say hi, Sav.
Tough shit, bitch. Tough shit, bitch.
You want me to talk shit? I'll fucking talk shit. Are you ready for my shit talking?
No,
You really can't hear.
No, you're not ready for my shit talking.
No, we're not ready for that. Not a bit.
No, you're not, because I'm following the Lindsay Clancy case, and you don't want to hear me talk shit.
I don't even know who the fuck is Lindsay Clancy.
It's the newest court case psyop.
Don't tell anybody about Lindsay
Is it
Clancy.
true crime?
Yeah, it's true crime.
Well, hold on. It's going simultaneously with the Tupac Shakur murder trial.
Oh, they brought that back
that's
again.
going on?
No, I missed those distractions.
Yeah, it's just like, why? It's just like, why? Why do we look at them? Why do we look at them?
Because it's entertainment, guys.
It is entertainment, but like, why?
Why?
It's just a psyop. It's just another psyop.
Every 10 years, they gotta bring back the Tupac death theory.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now it was Biggie Smalls, or now it was somebody else, or whatever. No, for real. Who's this broad she's talking about?
She killed her kids and threw herself out a window, or didn't, or her husband did it, or like, I'm not taking sides because I'm gonna have to deal with her.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the Sandy Hook tragedy, except it's like a murder mystery as well, and it's kind of all playing out.
Psyop.
What do you mean by Sandy Hook tragedy?
So, the whole Sandy Hook thing, where it was like all played out. And
yeah, but what do you mean by tragedy?
Like it was all real. I was working for the New York Post when it happened, and I caught it right away. I was like, this is fake. I literally knew that it was fucking fake.
I think this newest one is fake too, which is just
the Lindsay Clancy trial. But the Lindsay Clancy trial is kind of causing this great divide, and it's literally causing divorces and like breakups and all of these things. And so there's a whole bunch of people who are on the Lindsay side because she didn't know. She never confessed. Massachusetts Duxbury police issued her warrant when she was still in the hospital bed in a coma. That she jumped out of her window after she murdered her kids, tried to kill herself 4 different ways, like by slicing her wrists, slicing her neck. She was found dripping wet, laying in the snow in January, and then her 3 kids were killed with exercise bands tied in sailor's knots around their neck. There's like searches on the computers from her husband that corroded artery. This woman is a labor and delivery nurse. If you're a nurse, you're not going to be spelling corroded wrong.
No,
There's so many anomalies, and it
carotid.
looks like she
Carotid,
had two
yeah.
different phones.
Very
There's-
psyopy.
it's-
It smells psyopy. to
Well,
me.
no, it can smell psyopy, but well, also too. Now her husband divorced her while she's paralyzed in a hospital bed in a mental institute. Works for Microsoft. Married a woman whose grandfather is the head of Lionsgate Films, and her dad is like marketing director at like Seagram's, and it's all
Jeez.
connected to like the Nexium cult and to Epstein.
Hang on, let me get my pin board out.
Wild.
Smells psyopy to me.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. What's
You know what?
what
I
I'm
wanna
not getting?
go
What I'm
on
not
this,
getting is
and
why do
only
people?
Hold on. Let me tell you something. This whole entire
You've been
case is
telling me
about
something.
women's health. And so the defense is trying to prove that she was in postpartum psychosis when she supposedly killed the kids. And every single person who has testified as an expert witness, forensic psychologist, forensics, all like this really smart people who went to college and got doctrines, they're literally shape-shifting in the courtroom, and people are catching it, and they're like, dude, he fucking just shape-shifted, what the fuck? And they're like showing their eyes shape-shifting, like the husband did it, another witness did it. There's so much fucked up shit in this case. It's so entertaining. It's like the Great Divide is happening. And
They have soap operas.
It's a
They have,
real-time
daytime dramas are a thing still. I believe they've got Days of Our Lives and that kind of shit, and they've got all kinds of.
It's a modern day Salem witch trial. I can't hear you. I don't have headphones. I know you're talking, but I can't make out your words.
Please just talk over me. That's cool.
I mean, like, obviously it's my show. Like, what? I'm just kidding.
Did they kill Victor yet?
Anyway,
it
it's
looks
bullshit.
like it looks like a psyop.
Do not look into it. It will captivate you. And you'll
It wouldn't. It won't. I could care less.
No, not you. I'm talking-
That broad that what was her name? Kaylee Anthony or Casey Anthony or
No,
whatever.
yeah.
down in Florida,
Yeah.
remember that?
Killed her kid, her baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't give a fuck nothing about that either. I'm sorry, somebody killed their kid. You know how often that happens? Do you know how
filicide
often
is very,
people
very
kill?
common.
No.
So the last witness that the defense had testify was a man, a forensic psychologist, who was on the team for Jeffrey Dahmer and Casey Anthony and all of those hot Karen Reed, like all of those like filicide. And the Jeffrey Dahmer thing was interesting because Jeffrey Dahmer was the one who said, hey, go kill these people. You have to kill these people. Jeffrey Dahmer was responsible for killing all of those people because he had other people kill all of those people.
You're talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, or are you talking about the guy in California?
I'm talking about the Jeffrey Dahmer, like the old school Jeffrey Dahmer.
I think you're talking about the guy from L.A.
Jeffrey.
What's his name?
No, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah,
Jeffrey Dahmer lived in Milwaukee. He was in Milwaukee.
You're talking about
Wisconsin.
Wait. Yeah. Hold on, I confused the two. Yes, you're right. Jeffrey
Yeah,
Dahmer
he had
killed
a
whole bunch of
specific
girls
taste
with
of
his
men.
orange bug. Yes.
Yeah, he was a gross dude. You know what I was going to say though, what's interesting is like, hold on, let me do this. The from a psyopy standpoint, if you're going to divide the sexes, men and women, races, different things, this is pretty much a gem of a trial, really, for at least dividing men and women, because there are people apparently out there right now. There's a huge thread of people. You were saying people are getting divorced. I don't know that, but there's a bunch of
Weddings
husband
are
and
getting
wives that are
called
fighting
off.
each other because they take the side of the woman or the man. And I'm not even sure the thing's actually real. So you're like, I haven't been up there. I don't know if anyone actually died up there. I'd have to go up there and look and see if there's actually like people wandering around the courthouse doing this. Are there bodies somewhere? It's a division tactic, which would go back to the topic that Sav you like to talk about on this whole thing, which is the ye old Khazars dividing and conquering. It just sounds like another psyop from that perspective. I mean, that's just my
Just like they got everybody, they're trying to throw out a bunch of this Islamophobia shit, Muslims are taking over your country and shit like that. And I'm like, no, they're not, man.
They're not really.
Jews have taken over the fucking country. Okay.
A good test. a good test for a lot of that is to like stay within your own circle. Is like, is any of this stuff happening to the actual people I know? And it's like, no. So then, you're just going by hearsay after that. It's like, oh, this happened here and this happened here. That's my opinion. But
You'd have to walk your way up to Massachusetts where this is going on and walk
Duxbury.
into the court and literally like look around and then be like, hey, where are the kids at? And
D-Man's up there,
Kids
isn't
are
it?
dead.
that ish area.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they did with the whole thing in the thing that happened in the Sandy area, which is they just said a bunch of stuff, but like Weiss was up there and he was like about a mile away from the place. He walked over there. He was like, "This is a stage show.
Right.
This is a stage show." They had a bunch of actors going, and who's to say they don't do this for these big court cases too, so you can get division amongst the sexes, which it looks like that's what I would interpret this psyop as. Is just like get everybody to fight with each other all over
Wait a
everywhere.
second. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going back to the Dahmer thing because the whole.
He just wasn't.
Wait
He
a
was
second.
a
No,
really
no.
weird.
Dahmer was the one that represented himself to plead his own case as insane. That he was insane while he was committing the crimes and committing the murders. Wasn't that a lot of the Dahmer case?
Yeah, but Charles Manson was the guy that convinced other people to do that.
That was Manson. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry, I misspoke. But this Lindsay Clancy case, she doesn't remember. She got arrested while she was unconscious. Her thyroid was crushed. She had like a Jefferson fracture. We're talking about a girl that was a cheerleader and like ran every day. This man works for Microsoft. There's so much weird shit with this. It's almost like the elites.
Psyopy.
It's the elites are communicating
Smells like a
in the
psyop.
courtroom and like putting their playbook out there, and it feels like intel when you're watching it, and that's why I find it really interesting.
They're not going to give you intel. Okay.
No, they're not.
It's a psyop. It's a psyop designed to keep you distracted and get you immersed into some kind of a thing that doesn't fucking matter about anything at all. A woman allegedly killed her kids. Okay. They'll either figure it out or they won't. The kids aren't going to be alive again. None of this is going to be, if this is true, these people's lives are going to be changed forever. Okay. And that's really unfortunate. Now, let's get on to some shit that's really important, though. That doesn't affect anybody. That doesn't affect any fucking body. And if people are dumb enough to get themselves immersed into a psyop so much that they would divorce their spouse, disown family members and shit, well, then they're fucking retarded.
Crazy pants.
That's just fucking retardation right there. So,
hey, you guys keep crushing. You guys keep crushing. We'll keep listening. Love you guys.
Right on, brother. Have a good night,
cheers.
man.
Take care, guys.
All right, here's our guy again.
What's the most important thing on a body camera video? Not your explanations, not your excuses, not your life story. The best thing that can appear on that recording is you calmly using the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Your 4th, 5th, and 6th, and refusing to answer investigative questions. Make the video boring and shut the up.
That's their advice, is shut the fuck up all the time. What do you
Good
say
advice.
when a cop asks you where you're going? Nothing. You shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give them any damn tools.
No, otherwise you're just helping them build a case.
Yeah, here's it like
Against
this.
yourself.
Here's another one. I got a couple of them. I reposted them today.
You are not being difficult if you never consent to a search. There's no reason to consent, even if you think you don't have anything in your car, maybe you do. And even if you don't, it's your privacy. It's valuing your privacy. Never, ever consent to a search. And always shut the up when they ask questions.
No, you're not. Man, I guess I put a few of them on.
I put some of those Judy's pancakes in the back there too.
Okay,
they're
cool.
they're short, so.
If I'm pulled over and they ask me to get out of the car, and I do get out of the car, and I attempt to lock my door when I shut it, but they don't let me, what do? You just get out of the way, put your hands up, get out of the way, don't block them. If they're blocking you, you just get out of the way and say, I don't consent to searches. If I'm pulled over and they ask...
That's right. Because you know what'll happen if you know what'll happen. They'll fucking beat the hell out of you. and say he was resisting. He was obstructing justice. He was
Plant
obstructing.
evidence.
Yeah. Let me see this here.
If I hear a knock, knock, knock at my door and I decide I want to see if they actually have a warrant, what do I need to know? You need to know the difference between a judicial warrant and an administrative warrant. Judicial warrant is signed by a judge and allows them to come in. Administrative warrant does not allow them to come in. You might never see us again, but if you want to, like this video and follow for more.
Yeah, that's good advice to know.
Yeah. There's a difference between administrative and judicial warrants. A lot of people don't do that. Hang on, I got one more, then I'll put in some of those Judy's pancakes.
It's Shut the Up Friday. We're doing the Daily Script Review. What do you say when they first pull you over? Why'd you pull me over? And you start asking questions. I'm not discussing my day. And keep asking questions. Am I being detained or am I free to go? And if detained, what do you have to say? I invoke the fifth. I want my lawyer. And then what do? Shut the up. Never consent to searches. You may never see us again, so like and follow for more.
That's all you need to know, really.
Yeah. They keep it pretty simple with that. And they tell you some good information.
Yeah.
They're Pot Brothers at Law on Facebook. You can probably find them on YouTube. I'm not sure if I've seen them anywhere on YouTube recently.
I'd assume they're probably everywhere somehow.
Oh, okay. I can do it like this. Copy link. Place it up here.
Who is this judge? I'd like to meet him.
Which judge is
Take it back. I'm just joking. The judge that signed the warrant.
Yeah, really. Who is he, really? Judges sign like 2-year-olds, right? I used to be sub to them on YouTube. Like, sob. I won't upset you.
Excuse me, is Judy here? I'd love to meet her.
All right, let me go check. Hey, Mom, are you coming back? I got a customer right here wants to meet you.
Hey.
Oh, okay. She's coming.
I'm Judy. I have the best pancake. Come for breakfast.
Excuse me.
They're just all kind of like that. It's just kind of goofy.
I'm Judy.
She has one, I couldn't find it, where she's like, where they're like pallbearers carrying a casket, and then they drop the casket, and then like she rolls out of it and gets up like, "Hi, I'm Judy. Come eat my pancakes." I couldn't find that one though, but yeah, they're just little.
Well, here's one with a car accident or something. Hold on.
Yeah.
You guys want some pancakes? I'm Judy. I have the best pancakes.
They're just all kind of like that.
That's pretty good.
And she just owns a little pancake shop in Galesburg, Illinois.
I like those. That's pretty good. Let me see. I had some. Oh, what was this one? Hilarious. First Amendment audit in Portland, Oregon. This one's only, it lasts a little bit, but this ought to be funny. I'll tell you.
But I have to tell you guys, her pancakes are good.
Are they good?
Yeah, they are good.
How do you make your pancakes so good, Judy? Oh, ancient Chinese secret. God, I don't think they could get away with that commercial these days.
Cream of Sung Young Guy.
You remember that when it was for some laundry detergent, and
Ajax. No. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it was two Asian, obviously Chinese man and wife,
mm.
and they own a cleaners, of course, right?
Yeah,
very stereotypical commercial. And a woman asks the guy, he says, "Mr. Lee, how do you get these shirts so white?" And he goes, "Ancient Chinese secret." And the woman's in the back, and she goes, "Ha! Here's his ancient Chinese secret." It was all temperature cheer. That's what it was. All temperature.
Oh, okay. I remember cheer, but I don't remember that. Yeah.
Shit, that had to have been in the 70s, maybe, or early 80s.
Yeah.
And you couldn't run that today. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
That's why the reason I said Ajax, because there was this joke way back in the day about this lady. She wanted a, you know what color Ajax is, I assume. But anyway, we were talking about laundry detergent. So this lady wanted a baby, and she wanted to be a blue baby. So she had a white guy, a black guy, and an Asian guy come and try and make a baby with her. And the white guy tries first, and of course, no blue baby. So black guy gives it a go. Sure enough, no blue baby. And the Asian guy comes along. They get it on. She has a blue baby, and she goes, "What is your secret?" He goes, me Chinese, me think quick, me put Ajax on my dick.
God.
Strike it. Cut it off.
Cut that out. Cut that out. And yeah, this is Portland. It's ought to be entertaining. I haven't watched it through yet, but I saw the first guy he talks to, and the guy doesn't seem like he's got a whole lot of noodles happening.
Stay away from me. Why, huh? Stay the fuck away from me, dude. Better stay away from me. Why, huh? Stay the fuck away from me, dude. Stay the fuck away from me. You just got in my personal space. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. You assaulted me. Don't come at me. You came right in my space. You assaulted at me. No, you got right in my space. It's on camera. Yeah, bitch. I got a 360 camera. You're assaulting me now. Don't touch me. You're assaulting me. My space right now. You're assaulting me, motherfucker. Yeah? Yeah, you are. Yeah? You better get a hold of this dude before you go to jail. You're gonna go to jail. You assaulted me, bitch. You came right up to me and No, I did not. It's on camera, you dumbass. No. What? Quick coming towards me. What? Quick coming towards me. You said coming towards me. You came right in my space. You assaulted at me. All I got right in my space. It's on camera. Yeah.
You assaulted at me. I got a shit.
Bitch. I got a 360 camera. You're assaulting me now. Don't touch me. You're assaulting me. This is my space right now. You're assaulting me, motherfucker. Yeah? Yeah, you are. Yeah? You better get a hold of this dude before you go to jail. You're gonna go to jail. You assaulted me, bitch. You came right up to me and No, I did not. It's on camera, you dumbass. No. What? Quick coming towards me. What? Quick coming towards me. You said... Yes, you did. It's on camera. Yeah, right. Piece of shit. Shut up, bitch. What are you doing? I'm taking pictures and videos. You can't do shit about it. Yeah, I can. You assaulted me. No, you came up straight up in my area. All right. Straight touched my camera. It's on. I did not. I have a 360 camera. You dumbass. I did not touch your fucking camera. You're in my space again. Bitch. Come closer and you see what happens. You're gonna lay on the ground. What? You straight up. You heard me. Break your phone. And guess what happens to you? Don't touch. You're gonna go to jail too. You and your fucking dad can go to jail. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Trying to fight people. I wasn't trying to fight. Oh, you got right in my face? What you come in my face for then? Because you asked about a mask. No, I didn't ask shit. You came, you started the whole conversation, motherfucker. I did not touch you. Touched me. You came straight up in my space, right? You gonna sign up? I didn't even come. You gonna lay on the ground next time you come in my space. I didn't even touch that, bitch. You're lucky I didn't have no bear spray for your ass. You're lucky I didn't have a fucking fist. Right. Go in your car and leave, man. Get in your car and leave before it gets worse for you. You assaulted me. No, you came straight in my space. It's on camera. Don't ever come in my space again. No, boy, I didn't touch you, though, bitch. You're not allowed to come in my space.
Cracks me up. These people call the fucking cops on themselves.
Yeah, I know.
So dumb.
I don't understand why certain people have to keep escalating a situation that makes no sense. It's like you can't just walk away from something
I know.
You have you're so involved in this experience right now that you have to keep just intensifying the situation higher and higher. It's like, why?
You come across the parking lot.
Yeah.
Walk up to the camera and say, I don't want to be filmed.
Right. It's stupid.
Why the
shit
fuck
like
did
that.
you walk up to a camera? Stupid. God.
Just now. He said I touched his camera, so he felt the buzz. Yeah, it's filming. He's a white boy. Can't tell. He's got masks. With a black coat.
Yeah, he tried to assault me for having a camera. So we'll wait for the cops to see what they say.
He's all black. He's got
Check again. Yeah, I'm just filming. I'm filming, which is a constitutionally protected activity.
I get that it's a constitutionally protected right.
Right.
I just don't like. Is this fulfilling?
It is because we have rights and people are not realizing they're being taken, and a lot of people don't even realize what our rights are.
I agree, but like, is this? I'm just so curious. Like,
Hold on
if
one
this is
second.
an effective way of doing it. It just seems to make people mad.
Well, if they get mad, that's on them. You know, I'm not mad.
But like, do you get the enjoyment out of people getting mad?
I think a lot of the people that get mad at a camera are already mad in general.
Yeah, I think that's true. But they're probably like
happy people don't even stop, dude. They're just like, doo-doo-doo, you know, like mad people and angry people and unhappy people, unhealthy people are the ones that stop and have a big problem.
But you're kind of like looking to catch that stuff, though.
I'm not. I'm looking to educate and I'm looking to exhibit and showcase my own rights in my own way. And I don't have nothing over your autonomy. You don't have anything on my autonomy. So you could do whatever you want to do it. I do how I want to do it. Sometimes people get frustrated, right?
Yeah.
Frustration usually in this situation comes from a lack of knowledge, lack of education. So that's where I come into play. I'd say half the people I interact with support what I do and half don't. So it's a 50-50 coin, you know?
Yeah, I guess I just see like these videos a lot.
Yeah.
Concerning their First Amendment rights. And I think it's a worthy cause. I think it just feels weird to me that like the people who get angry are the same people who are having their First Amendment rights infringed upon by the government.
Sure.
And so like, why is this the way you're doing it as opposed to a way that might be, I don't know, addressing the source of the power instead of like making people who are experiencing the same affliction uncomfortable?
I totally get that perspective. In my opinion, the amount of education that I'm doing and the knowledge that I'm sharing and the empowerment that I'm giving people is far more greater than the unhappy people. And
Do you think people are walking away feeling empowered though?
A lot of them are, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of people that literally, they just need to be told what the real law is, and that's what they'll go by from this day forward.
But like, do you have like a specific goal in mind, or are you just kind of walking around exercising your right?
How about no? Usually I don't disclose that information, but since you've been a very respectful person, my overall goal is to create transparency and to allow people to have their own autonomy in public and understand this camera does not change it. This doesn't change autonomy. It just documents it.
Sure.
And my camera should not be an issue when there's flock cameras that record audio. There's cameras every single business has on this strip.
Is that dude carrying a Merce?
That's what it looks like.
Okay, I mean,
This guy's valuables in there.
no, I just want to point this out too. Okay, this guy in every aspect other than his appearance is very feminine. The way he's holding the strap on his little man purse right there, the way he's got his shoulders kind of slacked down, and he kind of tilts his head like a girl when he talks and everything else like that. Now, listen, this is, I think, a result. This is going on all over the place. This is going on all over the place. Another thing to look at, why would they suggest giving testosterone to our military? It's because they have decreased the testosterone levels of so many of the people in this country, which is where they get their recruits from, that they have to fix the problem now that they have them as a military force. Oh, we didn't think about that. See, so now they're wanting to give testosterone to the fucking soldiers because they've emasculated so much of the male population in the United States and elsewhere. You know, I see a lot of this going on. And what did I see today? Another thing that was really kind of what's this fucking manscaping shit? What is it? They're making special kits to shave around your nuts and shit.
I thought it was like a brand that they were running on YouTube for a long time.
Oh, and then shaving their chests and everything else like that. You know, man, when I was like 18, 19, I probably had 4 hairs on my chest.
Got excited, didn't you?
You know, I was like, let's get some more, because that's kind of fucking embarrassing that I don't have that much hair on my chest, you know. You know, now shit, fucking covered. I mean, I'm not like a hairy bear or anything else like that, but I got a whole bunch of it. Why the fuck do I want to look like a little boy?
Yeah.
You know, that's just, I don't get. You know what it's all for. You know what it's all for. Easily submissive. That's what it's for. They demasculate, totally emasculate all the men in the country. Who's going to fight back? But there's another problem that you just now found out, because you got to give your troops testosterone. Here's another problem. You didn't figure that you was doing it to yourself too, did you? No, you never do. Just like with your fucking chemtrails. You're breathing that shit too, buddy. The money was worth it to you? Come on, man. Come on. Jesus.
Yeah, so I'm just an extra camera added to the database, but this camera is actually for the people. So if anything happens, let's say a police officer gets caught beating someone up that was unjust, I have a film that they can't take from me, and I can use that film in court and prove that that cop was doing some bad stuff, right?
How often does that happen with what you're doing?
I haven't filmed police in Portland in a long time because it's very dangerous. They tried to arrest me, and I filed a complaint, and the complaint got declined. Even though the cop grabbed my wrist and tried to pull me and arrest me, all I was doing was filming from 15 feet away. It's happened to me multiple times.
Sure.
So it's a very dangerous thing to film them. If I see something happen like that, I'm going to film it, and if it's needed, I will use it. But having this camera gives this view a protection that the police or the government cannot take. And if I need to exploit or expose some evil people, that's what this is for as well. All right. But I've had a great conversation with you. I got my girl on the phone right now. But I appreciate you. The police will be here soon to talk to me. So, I got some stuff to talk to her. Have a good day.
You know, a thing too, this is kind of an anti-flock measurement as well. And dash cams are the same way. Okay, because these flocks fuck up all the time. We just saw a case here recently where these police, it was here in Virginia. Cops went to her fucking house and said, we know that you were stealing packages off of porches and shit, and your car was in this area, all this other shit. And the only thing that fucking saved her was her own dash cam footage. It was her own dash cam recording that saved her, to prove that that wasn't her.
Yeah.
You see, that's so easy for them to do. And we know, listen to my fucking story. They're looking for any way to economically terrorize you and turn you into a bond. Okay. That's what they want to do. It's not about justice. It's not about anything but some arbitrary rules. And they don't have any accountability. They don't have any interest in what's right. Because a politician can write some shit down on a piece of paper and sprinkle magic fairy dust on it, and those fucking order followers will obey it. Okay.
Yeah.
Without question. So anybody that's willing to put their morals away for a paycheck doesn't care about anyone but themselves.
Yeah.
And that's a bad situation to be in.
I think anything about these flock cameras, or actually any other cameras in general, is kind of a moot point. It's just another distraction, because we all carry these, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like everything your whole life is wrapped up
Well,
in those.
and
In cell
everybody's
phones.
a fucking liar. Everybody's a fucking liar. Okay. Their
Yeah.
pride and ego gets in the way. Okay. About anything. They'll try to twist the narrative, and it's getting to a point where you're just going to have to wear a body cam all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to give anybody access to it. You just, don't have it hooked up to the cloud or any other such nonsense like that. Just
Yeah.
have it on. And then, here's some fucker wants to say, hey, you did this, that, and the other. And it's like, no, I clearly didn't. I have it on camera, That's going to change a lot of that. But
Yeah.
we're coming to a point where this society is at a breaking point. We have, I'm serious. Everybody fucking lies. Everybody's fronting, man. Everybody's fucking fronting.
I don't even think that's what I'm saying with the cell phones. With the cell phones, we're under this, or people are under this illusion that, obviously they can hear and I'm sure they can see way more than they tell you about too, but they can definitely hear everything because you obviously get these ads and stuff that are curated to you. They're, everybody thinks they're reading your thoughts. Maybe, who cares? But either way, these cell phones, they could have anything, but everybody's under this illusion of privacy. Like, oh no, we have to contact Apple, for them to unlock the cell phone. It's like, no, they don't. Like in any court case, what do they end up going to in the end? The text messages or whatever other footage or whatever they need to get off of cell phones. So it's like, you don't even like these cameras. That's what I'm saying. I think it's almost like it's the camera things to get everybody thinking that these cameras are the ones recording you all the time. And it's like, dude, we're all connected via cell phones.
Right.
Like it's a big,
What do you think those Teslas are all about? I want to take everybody back to, we're going to go there in a minute. I'm going to let this play and I'm going to find a clip because this is what they're doing. Okay. I'm going to find a clip and show you exactly what they're doing. It's predictive programming.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm just out here. Phone's gone. So I understand you're recording. I've already gotten calls about you today.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a video.
You may notice I didn't even come out, right? I understand this is for some activity. Sure. Not our. I just want to know what happened.
I can just show you.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay. You want to use foul language? Huh? Can't hear you. Why don't you have a mask on?
Unfortunately, he's not stopping there.
Hey, stay away from me. Why? Stay the fuck away from me, dude. Stay the fuck away
One
from me.
tap, like, dude,
You just got in my
stay away.
Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Don't come at me.
That's
You came right in my face.
And then I asked his son or whoever's in the car with him, the younger guy, she's getting closer. He's doing,
I got a 360. Don't touch me.
And he didn't just for your identification. He didn't he said
You better get a hold of this dude.
well, he's saying that I assaulted him when I'm trying to just get away from him.
So the only thing I'll ask you is how long more are you going to be out here?
Honestly, I
don't care.
was just about to leave.
Okay.
That's the funny part. Like,
What in the fuck does that have to do with somebody assaulting me on the street? How much longer I intend to be here, where I'm going to, what color fucking underpants I'm wearing. None of that is relevant to this. The issue is this. Here's the topic, numbskull. Dude hit other dude. It's on fucking camera. Do your goddamn job. Jesus.
like I was literally just,
Yeah. So
I got
obviously-
my documentation.
Obviously, like the push, not a crime. He can't run up to you like that. If he's repeatedly walking towards you while you're retreating, and if it gets in your close proximity, it's reasonable to push him back. Sure, that's fine. Completely legal. If you were able to leave, are you able to leave right now?
Yes.
I just don't want.
Yes.
to persist
Yeah, I
you.
don't want to escalate things.
If you
Yeah.
can please do that, that's awesome for
Uh-huh.
me, and we can just.
Dude probably sits on the top of the squad car and goes, woo, 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 instead of him having a siren.
For sure. Yeah. Did you ever inform them though, the banking staff, and then
I already
him
talked to them.
about the First Amendment?
I
and
talked
all
to them like an hour ago.
Awesome.
If they want to shut down or freak out, they told me they felt unsafe. I told them you have to have a legal reason to feel unsafe. Like I just can't be filming you.
Thank you so much for upholding
they
that.
thought you were Case and Joy, and I said, well, this Case and Joy, I don't think he's going to stand in front of a fire.
Right.
So
Thank you for the transparency.
Yeah. So please just do me a favor.
I know you got important things to do.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Now, here's the thing about that too, just to show how the populace has no deductive reasoning skills. Okay. The bank there said that they felt unsafe, thought that he may be casing the place. Right? That wouldn't be necessary to stand out there with a camera and be obvious. Okay. That would not be necessary. They have this thing called Google Earth, and they have this little tool on there called Street View because they had their van go everywhere in the United States, right? They
Yeah.
went everywhere and they photographed it in 3 dimensions, man, and with 360 cameras. And all I'd have to do, hey, I wonder what's all around that such and such a bank in Milwaukee. Well, let's see. Let's do a street view. Look, I can look at the very front of the building. Let's take a walk down the right side of the building here. Okay, let's turn and look at the building from that. Come on, man. The fuck is wrong with people that they can't think? There's no logic in anything. They just react. That's all they do is fucking react. There's Roger. Roger got me a book, like he said, of Measured Flat by Nathan Oakley. And I finally got around. I got it downloaded, but it gave me this format that I didn't have nothing to open it with. And so he said, go in there and change what format you want to download it to. And I'm looking around, I don't see an option for it. So I took the obvious solution. I just tried to open it and said open with, and it says go to Microsoft Store. I went, okay, click on the Microsoft Store, and it comes up with the fucking programs that'll open that. And here's the first one. It's a nice one. It's free. Boom. Hit that. It's just a different kind of PDF reader, you know? And now I got the book, but haven't got to get into it yet. Like I said, they worked a turd out of me this morning. That was a lot. But oh yeah, this is what I was going to show you all about the this is from the movie The Dark Knight, and this is what they're doing with this. Literally, this is literally what they're making. Yeah.
Well, a real quick point to that deductive reasoning. You have to, I was standing out in the yard the other day barefoot. Take what you will with that. But anyway, I like to do that from time to time. Touch grass. But anyway, I was looking down, a little ways, and with cell phones too, it's like how many people have been stuck in this pattern for how long now of not looking much past their hand. Your cell phone's in your hand. How many people have been stuck in this pattern? They can't see past that. They have no purview past this much distance, right? So, people have been programmed that way for years now. So they have nothing, everything else around them is like, they don't even know what's going on other than what's in this little world that's in their hand.
They let Google tell them.
Right.
It's the allegory of the cave, for real.
But your perception, doesn't get any further than this far away from you. Think about that.
It's your whole life.
You used to never have, you had the whole world in front of you, and now you're this far away. Your whole world is technically, to some people, this far away from you.
Oh, let me tell you what I saw today at work. There was a American bald eagle flying by. Yeah, no kidding, man. North American bald eagle. Head was so white and its tail was so white. That thing is cool. We got to talk about them things, and they say, well, they say that's kind of a raptor. I says, man, they're mostly scavengers. If you ever see them, you'll see them eating on a dead deer carcass or
fish,
raccoons. They'll swoop down and grab a chicken or something like that, but a lot of times they're scavengers. It's easier,
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's better than a turkey. I don't know. That's what Ben Franklin wanted our national bird to be, a turkey.
Yeah.
Well, that's the story I was told. I still want to know what penguin tastes like. I don't know what's up with that.
Rubbery,
Anyway.
I'm guessing. Oily and rubbery.
Might taste like Eskimo pie.
Tastes like chicken.
unethical, dangerous. You've turned every cell phone in Gotham into a microphone.
And a high-frequency generator receiver.
You took my sonar concept and applied it to every phone in the city. With half the city feeding you sonar, you can image all of Gotham. This is wrong.
I've got to find this man, Lucius.
At what cost?
The database is now key encrypted. It can only be accessed by one person.
This is too much power for one person.
That's why I gave it to you. Only you can use it.
Spying on 30 million people isn't part of my job description.
This is an audio sample. If he talks within range of any phone in the city, you can triangulate his position.
I'll help you this one time. But consider this my resignation. As long as this machine is at Wayne Enterprises, I won't be.
When you're finished, type in your name.
Yeah, that's
exactly what I mean.
Yeah, too much power. You know, and it's like, and you see the argument from Batman's side was the necessity because of
Right.
safety, because of public safety, the necessity, because we got to find this guy, right? The end justifies the means. You see, and too often we see that people think that the end justifies the means, but it doesn't. It doesn't. There's rules and shit. You got to play by them, man. That's what you were told that before you came here.
Because one guy did something wrong, in this case, the Joker, hypotheticals, but anyway, or
Right.
whoever it was, I can't remember which Batman that was, but anyway, whoever, you know, one guy did something wrong, and yeah, it's a safety issue after that. So we got to watch everybody just to make sure nobody, you know, no more Jokers get out there and no more Banes
Right.
or whatever that guy's name was.
Bane.
But yeah, that just goes back to my point, why the whole flock camera or any other camera for that matter is just kind of like a shell game. Like it's not, you don't even have to, if they got technology like that, which I believe they totally do, then you know there's no need for flock cameras, Axum cameras or anything. They can just use sonar pulse, and you know everybody's connected on the grid, you know, so
Do you really think
people are under this illusion? Go ahead.
Do you really think they stopped making lead-based paint for your health?
No, or lead anything for that matter.
Right. Don't want no lead-based paint, but go ahead and use that goddamn Teflon.
Unleaded gasoline.
Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and use it. Yeah, use that Teflon. That's good for you. That won't hurt you none. Use all this aluminum cookware. That's good for
Right.
you. That won't hurt you. Come on, man.
But like you're going back to your point earlier about, you know, people, they can't, their discernment and everything, they don't think past their cell phone or their
cell
hand,
phone.
you know?
No. They ain't got time to think. They ain't got
No.
time to think.
Yeah.
You know, everything is caught up in this routine, this creation that they've been given of, you know, maintaining some kind of an identity and
Instant gratification.
Yes, instant gratification makes it
You can
much
have it all in
easier.
the palm of your hand, literally and figuratively.
Yep. So there was a ICE agent who pulled a gun on this woman, pointed it at her, and threatened her with arrest and shit. She hadn't done anything. And this was right here in Virginia. And it was up in northern Virginia. I can't, let's see. If
What are they
any-
going to do when they pull a glove on somebody? Bring away.
I'm waiting for one of them fuckers to burn their balls when they go take a piss or something. You know, I'm serious.
singe
think
my
that'd be
hairs.
funny as shit. There's your manscaping. You weirdo. Goddamn, talk about trial by fire. Holy crap.
You almost ran us over.
I didn't almost
You
run
almost ran us over.
You're
Stop
so
playing.
full
Stop playing.
of- You are full.
You're not funny.
You're not funny.
I will arrest you. Keep it up.
I'm a legal
Keep
citizen.
it up. I don't care.
Oh my goodness.
Keep it up. Lock you up.
Okay. For what?
The one that tried to run us over.
Run you over when? I got recording. I got dash cam. I got dash cam. That's a lie.
In Virginia, a woman saw a masked ICE agent point a gun right at her face. She would even say, I don't think I comprehended it in that moment, but looking back on it, it really felt like a Renee Good situation. Well, we have an update.
Migrant Insider actually identified him along with a collab, an assist basically from Unraveled Press in Chicago. This guy's name right here, this faux tough guy, is Martin Lagunas. Martin Lagunas is the ICE agent who's been pulling his gun, not just on Carolina Molina in Northern Virginia, but on people in Chicago. And Chicago area watchdogs identified him. Unraveled Press broke the story, and Migrant Insider confirmed it with DHS that this little right here, his name is Martin Lagunas. And now Martin Lagunas is actually going to be in a lot of trouble.
Huge shout out to Pablo Manriquez. He's doing great work on the ground in DC, along with the crisis this administration has made out of immigration. For Martin Lagunas, it seems to many that the mask and his close proximity to white supremacy would serve as shields to keeping his identity private. That is not the case. As published by Unraveled Press, here is a photo of the man who pointed a gun at an American citizen and claimed he almost got hit by a car. The dashcam video would say otherwise.
You left. Then turn right. You're right. Then turn left. Are you really?
Are you following this?
No, I'm not.
Are you following us?
I'm actually
This is your
leaving
warning, man.
cards. You're full of got a dash cam. I never tried to run you over.
The cop in the back.
I ain't scared of y'all. Y'all some. So are you gonna move?
To confirm, Migrant Insider, through 2 DHS sources, speaking on condition of anonymity, the identity of the agent who drew his weapon is Martin Lagunas, 40 years old, the leader of an enforcement and removal operations team out of Chicago. Understand who this man is. When Renee Good was shot and killed by an ICE agent named Jonathan Ross, Lagunas posted FAFO on social media in response to the murder. Unraveled would also identify 2 more members of Lagunas' team, as seen here. They'd write, these folks abducted people from their mandatory appearances in Chicago's immigration court at 55 East Monroe Street. For Lagunas, he is a menace.
Hey, he's not doing anything illegal. Back up.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing? How you guys doing today? Oh, I know this one. How you doing? Hey, just so you know, you're being recorded, all right?
We never do
Stop
anything
following
illegal.
us. Stop following us.
It's totally legal to follow you.
Stop following us.
It's totally legal. We can observe law
It is
enforcement.
totally
legal
You will
to
be
follow you.
arrested, sir.
It is totally, it is totally legal.
You have a good day, sir. All right, stop following us.
No.
Trust me, you're not gonna like the outcome.
They're gonna block you in here. They're gonna block you in here.
Ooh, they're gonna hit our car.
Park. Stop park. Park. Straight up. Get moving.
Guys, why are you blocking the road?
You're blocking. You're in front of
Guys,
us.
why are you blocking the
We
road?
can't move. You're in front of us.
Jesus, guys, you guys are crazy, man.
Once again, he pulls a gun on legal observers.
You need to see this. It seems that the same agents that pulled a gun on a woman in Virginia were the same ones that pulled a gun on a man in Chicago. This video was posted by Benjamin Lumen. He was on the other end of the gun in Chicago. This is his video here. He matched the characteristics, the tattoos, the bracelet, the vests, and it appears as though the same agents that were involved in this incident in Chicago were the ones behind this incident in Falls Church, Virginia. Virginia is getting hit hard right now, Northern Virginia specifically. Every time we turn around, ICE is escalating their tactics. More and more videos are popping up like this. And now these same agents, it seems, are popping up in similar videos, pulling firearms on U.S. citizens.
Yeah, you record us. These agents filmed in Virginia this week appear to be the same agents my brother and I filmed last week in Chicago, also with a gun. The agents in Virginia have masks, but compare their tattoos, vests, bracelet, and a left-hand holster. Look similar to you? These violent agents should never have been given badges and guns and told they have absolute immunity.
And gives the same threats to a driver in Minnesota.
This is your warning. This is your warning.
For what?
Stop following us. You are impeding operations. This is the United States federal
I live
government.
over here. I got to get to my house.
This is your warning.
Got to get to
All
my
right?
house.
Go home to your kids.
Go to church.
Go to home to your kids. This is your last warning.
I serve the Lord.
Will arrest you.
Go to church. You should be in church.
Don't make a bad decision, okay, sir?
I'm not making any bad decision. I'm peaceful. I serve the Lord. Not a draft dodging coward.
Have a great day, sir.
You too. God bless. Let these people go to church. Let people let
I
the
guarantee
people.
you that. I guarantee you're not going to like the outcome. Go home to your children. It's Sunday.
Yeah, go
It is
exactly.
Sunday.
Let people go
You
to
did
church.
not learn from what just happened? Go home to
Learn
your
what?
kids.
Unraveled has more. Another video recorded the same day shows Lagunas and a balding ICE agent smash the windows of a red car and forcibly remove its occupants. Local ICE observers Patty O'Keefe and Brandon Seguenza. For Lagunas, he is a habitual liar, as we have seen.
Stand back, ma'am. Don't get hurt. You're going to get run over. Why would you get in front of a car? Why would you get in front of a moving car? You're purposely trying to get in front of a moving car. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're purposely trying to get in front of a moving car.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can.
Who is this guy, Nick Shirley?
Yeah, right.
What are the odds that he would show up in Chicago and Virginia and run across the same dude?
Listen, man. There again, I think there's a lot of psyop shit going on there, but I think it's a pretext to just putting a militarized police force with no guidelines and shit like a thug force on the streets. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it's a Trump's own little private army, you know? Definitely history repeating itself. I can tell you that much.
But nothing really came. I mean, look, there's another thing that's here today, gone tomorrow. Look at that whole Minnesota situation. Nothing ever came of it, right? It was just made a big deal about it for a week, and then after that, it's just.
Well, I think that Bongino guy lost his job.
Well, yeah, quote unquote, quit or
Yeah, resigned.
But yeah,
he got fired. That's the reality of that. There's another thing nobody's talking about too. People have been without power for over 2 weeks in Indiana, but the data centers, they sure got power. So here we are on the data center psyop.
Speaking of that, how they got power, I was talking to someone the other day about. I was like, why don't we run? Why doesn't YouTube and every other platform, or whether it's cable TV or whatever, why don't they run the same type of whatever it takes to run advertisement? You know, advertisement it's always loud. You can always hear it. It never glitches. It always runs, no matter if when the ad gets done running, yours starts to glitch. The ads go off without a hitch. But you know, it's like, well, give us whatever the advertisers are using. Let's use those as a streaming platform because they seem to have the perfect technology to get their message out there.
Damn, this thing's got to stop dinging, man.
It's like you could be watching something on YouTube and Next thing you know, an ad will come on, and something could have been like buffering before that, and all of a sudden the ad will play perfectly, nothing will happen, but then it'll go back off. Your thing's still buffering. It's like, well, how did the ad work then?
Right. Yeah. I can't make a call, but you're picking up what I'm saying. Fucking yeah. Hey, how about don't do that and devote the resources to my phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Devote the power resources to my phone, not to your spy network. Assholes. Anyway, yeah, in Indiana though, this has been a problem.
Come on, guys, we gotta get this out. Gary, Indiana, the fires. Let's get this on CNN, Fox. Please post this video. They're fucking starving. No food, no medicine, no fucking water. Help. Come on, guys, we gotta get this out. Gary, Indiana, the fires.
Oh yeah, I saw that the past week. It's been pretty bad up there.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I don't know I've passed there a few times this year even, but you go up, man, Gary's always been a bad place. Well, not always, but
yes,
in the most recent of years, it's been a real bad place, but now it's holy cow. I don't even know how they'd have resources to get in there to help them anyway. That's how bad it is.
I had to go up there in 90, I want to say 94 or 93. Because the fabrication company I worked for, we built the second largest blast furnace.
Yeah.
And we were shipping all the parts after we constructed them.
Yeah, it used to be a great industrial place.
Oh my God. You could see Gary, Indiana for miles away because there was like this yellow sulfurous cloud over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not shitting you. It was kind of a filthy place.
There.
No,
Nothing
probably
there.
not.
You can go see the Jackson's old home. You can go see Michael Jackson where he grew up, and that's about it. But if you want to go in the hood and you want to go where there's pretty much nothing around, but it's a shell of its former self. I mean, it's crazy how bad it is there now.
There you go. Here's somebody from Indiana. It said the POS Mike Braun. I'm taking it that's the governor.
Yeah.
Single-handedly fucking every low and middle class person in the state. Look, that's not just there.
It wouldn't make a difference.
They're doing it everywhere to everyone.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it okay. It just means that, you ain't alone. Y'all ain't alone. Look what we got. Okay. I would have to say the majority of this state is conservative, right?
Yeah.
But you've got a few Democrat like pockets that are densely populated, like Richmond,
right?
Virginia Beach, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And that's everybody here. Look, those fucking gun laws she passed, they're already ruled. They're not enforceable. Get the fuck out of here. And about every sheriff in the Commonwealth said they wouldn't enforce them.
Yeah.
So there's that. At least people are hanging on to that. But she thought she was going to march in here, one of these northern fucking broads.
Spammenberger or whatever.
Yeah, Spamberger. Definitely not a small hat. Bullshit.
Yeah, right. Like the Mexico
She
president.
thought she was going to run in here. Listen, that's what's happened in Northern Virginia anyways. You see these fucktards screwed up their area. Baltimore, all these other, they fucked that up. So they moved to Northern Virginia. Why? Because it was nice. It was nice, right? Why was it nice? Because they didn't have the same kind of fucked up policies you did up in Maryland. Okay. But now you've entrenched yourself and you start enacting the same fucking bullshit that ruined you up there. You move here because you like it and then you want to fucking change it to be like where you came from. That makes zero sense. None. I don't know how people say it again.
That's the whole game they play, though. That's how they do it. It's like they have to get one side to be the heroes and one side to be the bad guys, and then it switches every 2-4 years, whatever it is. And
here's
one back and forth.
Do you guys you ever watch Lackluster? You ever watch Lackluster on YouTube?
It doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, he does some really good analysis of some of this shit, and this was a dash cam thing. We'll watch this. This is pretty good.
Yes, or no?
This is a 10.
Are you detaining me? Yes or no?
At this point, yes. We're a little concerned.
For what violation of law?
It's 11. What? It's 11:15 at night. You're parked here. You're just sitting here. I don't know. I'm kind of worried that there might be a crime here.
What crime?
I'm worried that maybe this car could be stolen. Maybe that you have something in the car that
you're okay.
Based on the way you're acting.
Can I put my hands down?
Absolutely. No, I have no problem with that. Yeah.
Your name and badge number.
Absolutely. So my name's right here. Badge number 13. Right
You're with which police agency?
This is Tulare County Sheriff's Office. Thank you. We just want to check out with you, make sure you're good. Are you safe? Or is everything been good tonight?
You and I both know that there is no violation of law here, and you have no grounds to detain me. You're making up stories about a vehicle being stolen.
Well,
and I'm sorry to tell you, I am going to have to report this if this continues to your police department.
Absolutely. If you want to file a formal complaint,
it may go further than that.
It's 11:15 at night. You're parked here. You're just sitting here. I don't know. I'm kind of worried that there might be a crime here.
He further wondered out loud that maybe the car is stolen, or maybe the driver has something in the car, without elaborating on what his vivid imagination was picturing. This means the driver is now detained for the exact reasons the Supreme Court laid out that an officer shall not use.
So here's the thing. It's 11 o'clock at night and you're just parked here. This whole area is ridden with crime. I don't know who you are. Your windows are tinted. The back end of this vehicle has been rear-ended. And you're not opening the door. Like, that's just super weird.
Sir,
don't you think?
You know very well I have not been drinking. You know very well I've had...
At this point, I don't know anything. I don't even know your name. Right? Would you be willing to give us your name?
Sir, I'm going to plead. I'm not going to say anything further to you. I want an attorney. I want to plead the Fifth Amendment. That's it. Now, where are you going to go from here?
I don't know.
It shouldn't go anywhere from there.
Shut the fuck up.
There you go. See, this guy's got it down, though.
Yeah, he's figured it out.
But see how they do? Oh, we're just checking on you. We're concerned about your safety. And
sure
you are.
Well, then you let me go.
Yeah, right. Oh, you're all right. Never mind. We thought, you might be having trouble. You seem to be okay. Later. There you go. All done.
I said I am pleading the Fifth Amendment. You have no violation of law here. You have no grounds to detain me. I think you know that perfectly well. You're talking some nonsense about this vehicle being stolen, which is absurd.
Why is it absurd? I'm not saying it's stolen. I'm just saying.
Am I free to leave, or I told you I pled the Fifth Amendment. I want an attorney. You keep asking me questions in violation of law.
I just like to know who you are. That's really all it is. We're in Earlymar. Are you from here? Are you from Earlymar?
Do you know what the Fifth Amendment is?
I understand that. I'm just asking questions if you're willing to respond.
Do you know what the Sixth Amendment indication of the right to counsel is?
I am very, very aware of it.
And do you think it's appropriate for you to continue to ask me questions, given that I have pled my Sixth Amendment right to an attorney and my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent?
The Fifth and Sixth Amendments to the U.S. Constitution provides important protections. Even during a traffic stop, you have the right to remain silent to avoid incriminating yourself. You do not need to answer questions about where you're coming from or what you've been doing. And if a police encounter leads to an arrest, whether lawfully or otherwise, the Sixth Amendment guarantees that you have the right to an attorney once formal legal proceedings have begun. It's also supposed to ensure that the police inform you of the reason for your arrest and allow you to confront any witnesses against you in court. And now, the driver will demonstrate how to effectively utilize the Fifth Amendment. First, by declaring that it is his intent to remain silent, utilizing his Fifth Amendment rights.
Do you think it's appropriate to keep asking me questions?
I mean, absolutely.
It's not appropriate, sir.
It's absolutely.
And if you didn't learn that in the police academy, then I don't really know what to tell you.
It's absolutely appropriate. I don't know. Have you ever attended a police academy? It requires us to memorize those amendments, sir. I'm very aware of them. Okay, and I'm not trying to hassle you. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just concerned about
what you're trying to do.
I'm just trying to contact you and see what's going on.
Definitely concerned with you, sir.
Yeah,
we definitely are. In this area, it's not a good area. We just want to make sure you're okay. You're not missing out of Madeira or something, possibly. We don't know. We don't know what's happening here. So if you can give us your identification, we can make sure that you're okay. We'll be on our way.
Yeah, we'll just leave. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, do you have a license to drive?
Sir, as I have
Are you Gerald?
before, and I'm going to repeat myself.
Who's
You
Gerald?
have no grounds to detain me.
Who's Gerald? Who's Gerald?
You have no grounds to require me to prevent you a driver's license because I have not committed any violation of law.
Like I said, we'll get out of here as soon as we just identify you. If that's cool.
Damn it.
We'd like to just identify you. Are you Gerald? So we ran the plate. So we have the plate. So we got somebody's name. right? It's not a big deal. Are you the owner of this vehicle? How can I know if you're the owner of this vehicle? What's a good way for me to figure that out right now?
Give me your ID to make sure you're okay. It's like, what is it? Do you think it's a magical thing that tells you this guy is not doing stuff that's legal? Or what the fuck are you doing with this? You know, I need to see your ID so I know if you're doing anything wrong. How is that going to tell you that? There's a fucking picture and a name. That's how you know they're fucking with you right there.
Yeah.
Just help me out here, and we'll leave. We'll just get out of here. Where are you from? What was the town on the return? Where are you from? Come on, man. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just want to make sure you're good.
Oh, now it's going to be a battle of will.
Like I said, we'll leave. Just if we could just have your name at least. Know who you are. Know whose cars this is. How did you get rear-ended? If that's even what happened. Maybe ran into something.
This guy's an OG, man.
Do you have a supervisor you can get here?
Sure. Sergeant? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We'll get here right now. Or we can just have your name and we'll be gone.
We really don't want to have to call our supervisor out here and explain to him how we just start fucking with you. Yeah. So, you know, this is your last chance. Now, chances are the supervisor ain't going to be much brighter, if any, than these two. So, you know, is it ever do any good? You know, once in a while, I guess, but you got to figure a stream can rise no higher than its source. So why would it?
So you didn't run my plates and find my name out beforehand already?
Right. See, and they're just trying to get him to break what he said. See, yeah. I don't answer any questions. You know, I invoke my Fifth Amendment. Okay. I'm doing the Fourth, the Fifth, and the Sixth right here, right now. Boom, you are on notice. All right. So them continually asking questions after that, okay, that's illegal. That is illegal. He's got a good kid. He's got enough for a pretty good case to sue these fuckers for wrongful detainment. You know, because they're not supposed to keep questioning you. As soon as you invoke your Sixth Amendment. Mm-hmm. Okay, after pleading your Fifth, then they aren't allowed to ask you anything more. Nothing. That's it.
Our investigation will be over. We'll just head on out, dude.
Your investigation's over anyway.
All comes down to what you want to do.
Sergeant coming now?
Yeah.
Am I still detained?
Yeah, we're investigating what's going on in the vehicle. Make sure you're good.
And your grounds for
currently stuff because you don't want to.
What are your grounds for your?
You don't want to help us figure this out real quick, man.
You heard it. I'm not required, sir, to help you in your investigation. I've already told you I pled the Fifth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment. Mm-hmm. I'm not required to assist you in your investigation. You are unlawfully detaining me, and the longer this continues, the worse it gets. The worse the detention gets for the absence of a violation of law.
They better listen to him, man.
Okay, sir. Like you had mentioned, though, you're going to be on your way. We're good with that. If you want to go ahead and leave, you can leave right now.
What about the sergeant?
He's still en route, but if you want to leave, you can leave right now.
No. We're gonna wait.
And why have I been? I've been detained now for about 10 minutes.
See, this is the thing. No. They trying to get him out of there now before the sergeant comes and they say, "Oh well, he just left." You know, no. We're gonna have this. We're gonna get this documented, buddy. We're gonna get this fucking documented. And that first step is talking to your supervisor before I file a complaint. But listen, you don't just file the complaint against the officer. There was 2 of them there. We're told that there's only a few bad cops. You mean to tell me that you just happen to have 2 bad ones together at one time? Okay, so they're both involved in this. In deprivation of his rights, which is illegal and punishable by death. So here's what's going on with this guy. These cops are wanting him to get out of there before the sergeant comes. Don't do it. Stay there. Let the sergeant come, because then here's your first step. You go against their bonding agent. Okay. And what I don't mean against them, you file the complaint of the officer with the police department or sheriff's department or whatever, what have you. You file that, and then you file another complaint against the officer with their bonding agent. Okay. Enough complaints against officers or a particular officer that go to that bonding agent, they're going to, hey, we have an insurance risk here, right? What happens if you get too many speeding violations on your driving record? What happens to your insurance? It goes up, or your insurance may even cancel you if you're a risk, you see? So that's exactly the same thing. So if enough complaints on them come into their bonding agent, and you can find that out, that's public record, then they'll either drop them or raise their price. Something will be done. There will be repercussions. If they get enough, the fucking bonding agent will drop them and they'll have to go somewhere else. And so, well, what happened with the other one? Well, we had this, that, and they probably won't touch them either. They'll have to get rid of the fuckers. That's it. Start running a tighter ship.
Would you agree? And why have I been detained for 10 minutes? What violation of law have I committed?
So like I had explained to you, you're in an area that's very bad. You might not be violating any laws, though. We're here to investigate, make sure that you're okay, right? We're making sure that you aren't injured or hurt, or you're not missing out of somewhere else. You know, we're just trying to make sure that you're all right. That's really it.
Now, perhaps realizing their errors, the officer attempts to play off the unlawful detention as a mere wellness check, claiming that they just had concerns about the driver's safety in the absence of any legitimate signs of distress, and instead used it to fish for a crime. But the reasonableness standard still applies, and a wellness check cannot be used as a pretext to stop someone simply because they were rude or disrespectful.
No violation of law, in other words. You cannot detain people without a violation of law. You cannot do that.
Okay, well,
it violates the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution.
Given your demeanor and your attitude, it could be very well that you might have been under the influence. So we needed to pull you out to verify that. And we have verified that now.
So did you smell alcohol on me?
At this point, no.
At any point, did you smell alcohol on me?
I couldn't verify that until you were at least in this vicinity of where I can smell alcohol.
So you never smelled alcohol on me?
At this point, no.
At any point, you never smelled alcohol on me?
But we have to investigate. Your demeanor.
Okay, well, it's like talking to a brick wall. It's not my job to educate you.
Honestly, I kind of feel the same way.
I'm finished.
Feel the same way.
Go ahead and be on your way.
You need, both of you need to learn the law.
We feel the same way. I know you are, but what am I? What did I tell you? That they're child-minded fucktards, man. We know you are, but what am I? Yeah.
Cannot do this to people. You can't. I know you think I'm. You obviously think I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I see where you're coming from. We don't want to violate your rights, right? Nobody wants to rights to violate.
You didn't want to, but you continually did. What the fuck? You were accidentally violating my rights, and now you're trying to skate out of it, saying now, oh, it was an investigation for alcohol. Never once during this entire fucking thing was anything about alcohol even mentioned.
Sir, you detained me for 10 minutes without any violation of law.
But we want to
Goodbye,
investigate
sir.
a crime.
I'd like to leave.
Okay, you're free to leave. Like I said, we just want to investigate and make sure there's no crime occurring.
Oh, he's glad too. No, fuck, man. Stay there. Stay there. Get that shit on record. File the complaint. Find out who the bonding agent is.
With that, the driver was released. I've been in contact with him, and if there are updates on this story, I'll be sure to let you know. Until then, check out another episode.
Are you detaining me?
Yeah, Lackluster. Lackluster. It's a good channel. He's on YouTube. I like him.
Maybe I've seen it and I just didn't realize it. But yeah.
Let me see if I can find his channel. I'll put the link. Let me see. No, wait. Okay. There we go. We're in the top one. Let's see. Can we? All right. Let's see. How do I do this now? Well, let me copy the URL. Yeah, I think it will. Is this going through? I think so. Is that a usable link to everyone?
Yeah, it should be.
All right. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to cut it off here. We're coming up on 12 o'clock, and I'm going to go to bed because we got to work the same time in the morning. Now I know. I don't know what we're going to do.
Oh, because of the boards?
Huh?
Because of the boards?
Yeah, I don't know what he's got, what the next thing that they got going on today for that was, but I know it was like we had 3 of us there, one guy feeding us the boards, and one will cover the whole length of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
So we put it in there, the guy on the end measure, even it up, this guy over here, because we're just going to run a string line down both ends of it anyways and cut it off. Mm-hmm. But and there I was in the middle, and each one of us with an impact wrench and these fucking star-headed screws. We're like, as soon as we get it laid in place, I'm tapping those things in with my hammer just, to get them set. And then I'm like, we were flying along on that, man.
Yeah, it probably didn't take too terribly long.
No. That's why I was kind of bummed that there wasn't enough planks to finish it, because I was like, damn it, almost there, dude. Bummer. That kind of thing happens to me all the time. I'm short 4 tiles to finish the wall or some shit like that. It's like, God damn it, All right. Well, thanks for coming up, Cubby, and everybody showed up in the chat, and got a lot of cool people out there, man. We had like almost 190 people watching at one time. That was pretty good for a Monday night. And if the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be back again tomorrow night. Usually Tuesday's our thing. So until then, don't forget, the Lord loves the working man. Don't trust Whitey. See your doctor, get rid of him, because he'll probably kill you. And it's always better to shit in the sink than to sink in the shit. We'll see you next time. Good night.